And this is a tattoo that everyone keeps asking about. Goes all the way to the back of my shoulders. And yeah, it's pretty nice, especially on camera. So, this is another raw astral projection experience, and it's been a while since I've been doing these recordings, because I have been doing them over on Periscope, but this one is meant for YouTube. I wanted to record this experience before I forget any fine detail to let you guys know what it is that I get up to in the astral realm. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the title of this video, okay? I met a witch in the astral realm. Yeah, that wasn't planned, like at all. I laid in my bed this morning and I started inducing the sleep paralysis symptoms, okay? And as I'm going into these levels of consciousness, I feel my hand become incredibly light, and as I look through my eyelids, I can see my physical hand on the bed, but I can see this white, misty, plasma-like substance, which is my hand. It's behaving like my hand as I move. This thing, at this point, it's kind of like I'm on drugs, or I've drank too much alcohol. Everything is out of phase, it's all blurry. I'm just transitioning into the astral projection experience, so, you know, I don't expect that bit to be brilliant, right? I start to feel my astral leg being pulled from the edge of the bed, and the first thing that's going through my head is, okay, I know this isn't someone pulling my leg, because I've set the intention to slide out of my bed. And when you set the intention to get out of your bed a certain way in the astral realm, your astral body, it doesn't always move like your physical body. Sometimes you can wake up an inch away from your ceiling. I actually did this once. I woke up an inch from my ceiling. I could feel my breath hit the ceiling, then bounce back on my face. And I could even smell. It's so realistic. It's like another dimension of this experience, this third dimension, but it's of a higher quality. And I fell to the corner of my bed once I realized that I was out in my astral body, and sometimes my hand, it faces through the physical mattress of this bed. You know, ghost problems. I used some sort of whole body telekinesis, I suppose, because it wasn't a being that pulled me out of my body. And I dragged my astral body out of my bed, and I fell face or body first on the floor. And as soon as I hit the floor and I felt the coldness of the floorboards, everything was fine. I could see everything okay. I was all in one piece. And then what I did was I walked through my room just to get a feel of the room, and I sat down at the corner of my bedroom, like right down at the other end of my room. Just see if I can get you guys to see this. Right down there. Okay, first off, let me tell you what it was that I was doing in the astral realm in the first place. I had made the intention to go there because I wanted to cross a vast distance of space that would usually take time and money if you're in 3D and you don't have the luxury of being in your astral body. I didn't want to have to travel all the way to India or wherever this guy was. You see, I wanted to go and visit Swamiji. Swamiji. You see, Swamiji, he does this thing where he can initiate people, and within his initiations, he does this thing where he puts his energy in people, and it opens their brow chakra, and it allows them to see with their eyes closed. If you've all seen the video, you just look it up on YouTube. Girl takes internet by storm by being able to read through a blindfold, you know, and you'll find her there. And it's not just her, it's many people that have gone into his ashram and studied under him. He initiates them, but you have to pay $10,000 to be initiated by Swamiji. And I thought $10,000 is pretty steep. It's quite a bit. I'm pretty sure if I had change of $10,000 just lying around somewhere, I would do it, but I don't have change of $10,000. So I thought, okay, I'm going to utilize what I can already do. I'm going to astral project. And that is where I am right now, in me telling you what happened. So I'm at the other end of my room, right? And I'm looking forwards at my bed. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, how can I contact Swamiji? First off, I think, okay, I'm going to try and telepathically find him, because we don't have to use phones in the astral realm, so I'm going to telepathically find him. And I'm trying to feel him, his presence in 3D, to link that telepathic communication. I couldn't quite do it, but then all of a sudden, my gran shows up on my bed with her legs crossed, as she usually is at her house down the road. She only lives over there, but she chose to show up in her astral form. Now, if you don't know this about me, my black side of my family, they take pride in telling people that they are witches, white witches. Or at least my nan does, or my gran meaning my dad's mum, nan meaning my mum's mum. That's how we do it in England. But yeah, half my bloodline are witches. They deal with the hidden practices, and they pride themselves on calling themselves white witches, meaning they do the good side of magic. Now, I wasn't raised in that kind of environment, in the sense that I wasn't taught their ways at all. Matter of fact, it was only in 2012 that I realized that my uncle is actually a psychic. He can do clairvoyant readings, he can do all these things, and I had no idea for the better part of my life. So this is relatively new news to me also, and my gran shows up on my bed. Now, if you've ever seen Supernatural, where the ghosts, they disappear and they materialize in front of you like really fast, that is pretty much what she did. Now remember, I'm at the other end of my room. Now my room goes from one side of the house to the other side of the house. She's in my bed. She teleports like that. And she's in front of me now. I can smell her. I can smell her scent that she has in 3D here in the astral realm. Okay? I can feel her presence. It's definitely her. She looks at me. I can see through her. It's her. It's her being. It's my gran. And she asked for a kiss. And I kissed her on the cheek and I hugged her. As I'm hugging her, as I pull away, I can feel the texture of her skin rub against my skin. You know, the indentations? Rub against my skin as I pull away. And just feeling the sheer size of her. This is her. This is my gran. She's shown up in the astral realm and she asked me, you know, how's the family doing? But she's from St. Vincent, so she speaks a lot of broken English. She's like, how are them boy there? Something like that. And I was like, what? What did you say? No, I knew what she said, but I just wanted to clarify. But then I thought to myself, maybe I don't have enough time here in the astral realm to ask her to clarify what it was that she had just said. So I said, yeah, they're okay. My brother's fine. My younger brother's fine. My mum's great. I'm doing good. You know, and she was like, oh, okay, that's good, that's good. She already knew what it was that I wanted before I even said it. I said to her, I needed to get to Swamiji because I needed to be Anish. And as soon as I said Anish, she said, oh, it's okay, I can do that for you. I was like, what? Really? She said, yeah, I can do that for you, And she licks her thumb, like that, and she presses it on the top of my crown chakra. And I feel her energy go into my skull and into the center of my head, like a really thin trail of her energy. I'm thinking, okay, did that just really happen? Because at this point, I'm still a bit skeptical, even though since she's right in front of me, you know, I'm still a bit, I'm not quite sure about this. And then she asked for a kiss goodbye, you know, so I hugged her again, and I didn't like kiss her because she was asking for another kiss for some reason. Maybe she missed me. I don't know. It's kind of strange, a little bit, but you know how family members can be. So as I kind of pressed away and we kind of separated, she instantly teleported back to my bed and vanished. All signs of her presence were gone. And she's not dead yet. She hasn't passed on yet. Her physical body isn't, you know, not capable of supporting life anymore. At the moment in 3D, she's still relatively around. I was going to say relatively healthy, but she's not. But she's not gone as of yet. and I'm looking at my window right here, what I'm using to light my face, and I noticed that the stars outside are turning purple and pink. Not only are they turning purple and pink, but the actual window is becoming... It's changing. It's like a wormhole. It's becoming like water, ripples in the pond. And as it's distorting, the light on the other side of the stars are bending. I think, okay, maybe this is my way. Maybe this is how I'm going to get to Swamiji. So I go to touch it, and as soon as I hit the finger on the window, it goes hard again. And that effect just disappears. I'm thinking, great, it's not working. I thought it was a wormhole to see Swamiji, and it's not quite there yet. Now, even though my gran just initiated me, I decided to find out if it had worked. So when I decided to bring my consciousness back to my body and my awareness, I noticed that I could see through my eyelids yet again, and I was looking at my phone. And I noticed that my physical eyes were still closed, but yet I was able to see through them. I thought maybe the initiation had worked at the beginning, but I noticed that I was in a deep level of consciousness in order to make this happen. So technically, it wasn't exactly the same as the girl who was initiated by Swamiji could do it straight away. Yeah, so I thought, okay, I'm gonna go and meet Swamiji. This has to happen. I gotta cross this distance. I'm not gonna pay money to go there. I needed to practice teleportation a little bit more. So after I put my awareness back into my body, I materialized myself at the end of my bedroom again, rather than sliding out of my bed. And it worked straight away. So I thought, okay, just do that, but with a greater distance. So I tried to feel him yet again. Now this is where it gets kind of strange. I was almost there. It was as if I was in a completely black room, pitch black, but I couldn't really see him. I could just hear him. I could hear his voice, actually crystal clear. He was speaking to his followers. He was teaching some lessons on spirituality and so forth. I thought, great, I can hear him. I know I can judge the distance as to where he is in the room, but I can't quite see him. And as I start to soften my gaze, I start to see this blue statue that he seems to be sat on. But again, I can't really see him. It's like everything's really blurry. After everything had gone blurry, I thought to myself, do you know what? It's not working. Not now, but maybe tomorrow. I'll just pick it up the next day. And who knows? Perhaps I will be able to do it tomorrow. I have been to Egypt and I've been out into space, for crying out loud, in my astral form. I should be able to get there to his ashram and see if he can initiate me fully. I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'm Ryan JC. This has been Your Potential. Check out my YouTube channel. I've actually got more videos like this. And I'll speak to you guys very soon.